DXV, in collaboration with Veronika Miller, brought together 5 artistic-minded designers to create distinct designs centered around the 4 DXV movements. The challenge this year? Art, the masters.
We wanted to explore how art could not just inspire a space, but how it could translate into the space. John, Kelsey, and Sally Wilson. I think Wilson Kelsey both have a real love for Paris. So it was not a huge surprise to see them select the Water Lilies by Monet. And they said, we would like to create a bathroom that is oval. They went another step farther and created a water lily made out of tiny, tiny bits of mosaic glass tile. Centered in the room is the Lowell tub. It's a very, very clean-lined, simple shape in a perfect oval to complement the space. You open the door to the water closet and you have this edgy modern space. This golden padded wall tile offsets the modulus toilet, which is just unexpected in the space, but it makes perfect sense because, again, we didn't want to replicate Monet. We wanted to take Monet and make him current and make him exciting for today's world. Alan's inspiration was Mondrian, and we wanted to find a way to take Mondrian but make it Alan. So you have this bold pattern on the floor that anchors the entire space. You've got incredibly delicious chocolate colored walls, and he was able to really pull together pieces that made the room interesting and made them uniquely Alan Tanksley, just with that nod to Mondrian. I think he stayed very true to the Mondrian sort of inspiration with the Fitzgerald tub. It has these strong lines. It's a very architectural piece. The shower is delicious. It's just this really big marble space for 2, partly glass enclosed, which is just really opens up into the space. But then he's got that dual set of Randall shower fittings. He then boldly went over to pop vessel sinks and added that much more modern, much more contemporary element in his design. We've got the Randall vessel faucet. It's tall and it's thick and it has volume, and it works perfectly because there's this oversized mirror and these big sconces, so the proportion is exactly right. When I approached Jonathan, we talked about the project, and his inspiration was not any specific piece of art. It was really that he wanted to create an art gallery for both the DXV products that he selected, as well as for the art pieces that he curated for the space. So Jonathan mixed some product in his space as well. He tried to stay quite modern. Centered in the space is the Linden tub. It is absolutely clean lined, it's beautiful, and in this particular space, it's a must-have. So you've got the contemporary tub filler, you have Percy faucets. He went with a pop undermount sink in his vanities, and I love that because it gives the space room to breathe. It gives these floating vanities really kind of display space. And again, this is all about art, so everything else should recede, and it does. Laura had the contemporary movement, which fit her perfectly. She absolutely was excited. She's a contemporary designer, so this was absolutely in line with how she works. The inspiration for her was art in terms of photography, and what she was looking at was contemporary photography that worked off of the play of light and shadow. And so she doesn't actually display work in her space. The space is the art. So here's this amazing modulus tub and the other modulus fixtures. And there's this little detail in Laura's room that she absolutely insisted on. And it's a riglet that runs around the bottom of her space. And it's like a sort of a reverse toe kick and gives the room sort of almost a floating quality. And lo and behold, here's the modulus tub that does exactly the same thing. And that was absolutely sublime. It just worked so magically. Art in a space, and by extension of that, in our context, DXV, elevate the everyday because they celebrate the people that live in the space.
Discover how DXV lets you reimagine artful living at dxv.com.